Hey guys, welcome back. So we need to attach this to the back of the airplane. So I had such great success with my nose cone and the magnets. We're going to do the exact same thing with this. Just kind of a real quick sneak peek. I've got a different project in mind right now. So these are like the little tabs that we're going to do. This bottom part there that you can see that I can just barely move. That will be inside the airplane. I put it on a little block here that we're going to sand to shape because the fuselage kind of angles in like that, so we're going to sand it at an angle so that it's level. But that will be in the fuselage. This piece will be attached to the tail cone. So I've kind of beveled the front corner there so that when we attach it, it'll pull with force because of the magnet. Anyways, that way it'll clear the lip or whatever on the back of the plane. Just down there. So, but that's not what we're doing right now. So, as I messed up my tail with the tape that I left on forever and ever, I did the same thing here. So I just got done sanding the tail cone smooth in the areas that were damaged. So we are going to airbrush and repair this a little bit. So a lot of people were asking me about the equipment that I use because they liked how the paint job came out, but I don't have anything fancy. At least I don't think it's fancy. It's just a Badger 150. I just got this at the local hobby store. It was the best one that they had. But there are nicer ones out there that they make, but this is all I could afford at the time. So it's just a Badger 150. The air compressor that I use, again, nothing super fancy. This is just a cheapie testers, and some people were asking me what pressure I use, and it's only got two pressures, and that's on and off. So I don't have a pressure gauge or anything attached to it, so whatever that output's at, that's what the pressure is. So, and just kind of, I guess my technique, if I've got one, is I'm just using Model Master paints, just again straight from the hobby store here. Model Master paints that I thin, I don't know, almost kind of 50-50. I don't really measure it out each time, but I'm just using enamel thinner to thin it out. But if you get it like a watery consistency, it goes on pretty darn good. So the only other thing I'd say is after every single use, clean this up pretty good. I run that little jar with the paint thinner, and I'll run an entire jar through here afterwards. I'll pull the needle out and clean that up, and then I just take a Q-tip, which I don't know if that's best practice or not, just because of the little hairs and stuff, but anyways, I clean up inside of there and just keep it clean. Almost every single issue that I've had has been gunk or build up or something on the inside here, so I always make sure that I cleaned it up pretty good before I go on. So alright, so first thing we got to do is mask this bad boy, so we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so one of the very first things I did is I just laid out a piece of masking tape across the table here, took an X-Acto knife, just cut off a strip, and we'll use the straight edge that came off of there to go around the tail cone. And the reason I do that is it's just a lot easier to get around the corners and stuff when it's thin like this instead of a big fat one like that. So alright, so let's go ahead and work over here. so the paint I'm using this time is the Model Master aluminum plate. Hopefully that's similar to what I had before. I don't really remember. I had a spray can before, and of course I can't find it. So now this stuff you don't have to thin, because if you can kind of see it, I don't know if you can tell on the video or not, but this is pretty much watery as it is. So I'm just going to put just a little bit in here, probably fill it up, I don't know, 1/6 of the way or so, and hopefully that should be enough to finish the job. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that up. Then I'll attach it to the airbrush here, just like that, and we'll get going. That's it. So probably the only thing I could have done better is I should have sanded it maybe with some finer sandpaper in some spots, but it looks good, so we're gonna stick with it. Alright, so now on to the magnets. Okay, so our paint should be dry. Let's go ahead and take the tape off. Okay, bada boom, bada bing. So like I said, we're getting to the magnets now. So if I wasn't real clear before, I had all the masking stuff on there. It's gonna go, whoops, something. Okay, so here's our piece again, and the bottom magnet will be inside the fuselage. The top magnet with this stick will be coming out just like that. So, and I'm pretty sure that will hold it in very strongly. So I need to get the fuselage back up on the table here, and we'll start playing around with placement on the inside of this. Again, we're going to have to sand this at a diagonal in order to make it fit into the fuselage and be flat so that the magnets get as much contact as possible. So let me get the fuselage up here and we'll carry on. Okay, so I've just tack glued, just with some CA, the longer stick with the magnet on it, and I have the receiving magnet over here that will be inside the fuselage. So how we're going to do this is we are going to mix up some 30-minute epoxy, and I'm going to put some on here to kind of make this more permanent, and then we're going to put some on this side as well. Actually, we're going to put it in the fuselage, because if we put it on here, and as we're sliding the tail cone on, if it gets on this lip here, it is going to glue our tail cone on there, which is not what we want. So we're going to put the glue inside the fuselage here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 30-minute epoxy to start. We got to rough up the surface here. This is good to go already. I've already sanded this. But in the end, I'll put a bead of Hysol around the outside, because that's what's really going to hold it in here. Epoxy, it's strong if you do it right and everything, but the Hysol seems to just stick to anything, and it's very, very strong. So let's go ahead and mix up some of that. We'll put some on our pieces here and place it. So and we'll do the top half the exact same way, but we'll do that after this bottom one. So alright, let's go ahead and get her done. Hey guys, I just went ahead and got her done. So all I did was put the glue in the fuselage just like we talked about, and then slid the nose cone in, and I kept pushing it on until I felt that it was secure enough I could let go, so that we would get a nice little seam around the back there. So how does it work? Well, see if I can. Now, let me put it on a tripod, because like I said, it is actually very strong, and I'm moving the whole plane here, and I'm afraid it's going to fall off the table. So let me get on tripod. Okay guys, check this out. Okay, so that's kind of the concept there, and we go ahead and put it on here. Just like on the nose cone, it just kind of sucks itself up there, but you can see I'm moving the whole plane there. So I mean, it takes quite a bit of force to remove that, so I think we're okay. Plus, there shouldn't be a whole lot of forces acting on this when you think about it, because the thrust tube will be coming back. There'll be a ring on the inside of this, so the thrust tube itself will kind of have a little bit of force that'll stop any up, down, left, right motion, or at least limited, I should say. We've got the magnets, and it's not like a really draggy part of the airplane either. So anyhow, I think it'll be okay. If I've got any doubts, we'll change it before we fly it. So that's basically it. Just wanted to show you adding the tail cone. So we're just about ready to start the canopy, I think. I want to start putting the clear part on the canopy. So I'll think about it, and we'll see you on the next video.